trip every summer down to Mississippi to visit my granny and her antebellum world. I'd run barefoot all day long, camel trees freeze a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel. Well, I stuffed a leg down in an old shoebox and punched a couple of holes in the top of when Sunday came. Well, I snuck him into church. Yeah, I was sitting way back in the very last pew, showing him to my good buddy Hugh, and that squirrel got loose and went totally berserk. What happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell, but the fact that something was among us was plain to see. As the choir sang I Surrender All, the squirrel ran up Harv Newman's coveralls, and Harv jumped to his feet and said, "Something's got a hold on me!" Yeah! The day the squirrel went berserk in that first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in the Bible. They was jumping pews and shouting, hallelujah. Well, Harv hit the aisles dancing and screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon, and Harv thought he had a weed eater loose in his Fruit of the Loom. Well, he fell to his knees to plead and beg, and that squirrel ran out of that preacher's leg unobserved to the other side of the room. All the way down to the amen pew where sat Sister Bertha better than you, have been watching all this commotion with sadistic glee. You should have seen the look in her eyes when that squirrel jumped the garter and crossed her thighs. She jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me." As the squirrel made laps inside her dress, well, she began to cry and then to confess to sin that make a sailor blush with shame. Well, she told the gossip in church decision, but the thing that got the most attention is when she started talking about her love life. Then she started naming names. The day the squirrel went berserk in that first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They was jumping pews and shouting, hallelujah. Well, 7 deacons and a patcher got saved, and $25,000 got raised, and 50 volunteered for missions in the condo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there was at least 500 rededications, and we all got rebaptized whether we needed it or not. Now you've heard the Bible story, I guess, how he parted the waters from Moses to pass. Oh, the miracles brought us right in this old world. But the one I'll remember to my dying days, how he put that church back on his narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel. The day the squirrel went berserk in that first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in the Bible. They was jumping pews and shouting, hallelujah. But me, the squirrel went berserk in that first self-righteous church in that sleepy